Hello guys, and welcome back to Follow My Psychology. This is Ayushisha, and today we are here with another theory, developmental theory, and it is the Piaget's theory of developmental stages. The thing is, पियाजेट ने ना कोई प्रॉपरली थ्योरी बनाई नहीं थी. उन्होंने ना जो स्टेजेस थे, मतलब जो बच्चे का डेवलपमेंट फेस है, उसको ना 4 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करा था. दैट वाज ही सेड दैट दिस आर द बाइफर्केशंस, कि जिससे हमें पता चलता है कि बच्चे का माइलस्टोन. जब माइलस्टोन की बात करते हैं, सो इट शुड बी लाइक कि इस मोमेंट पे, इस टाइम पर, उस बच्चे में, इस ईयर्स में ये चीजें हो जानी चाहिए. ओके, सो अगर वो चीज ना हो, तो फिर हम बोल सकते हैं कि माइलस्टोन अचीव नहीं हुआ है, या फिर अगर वो चीज हो गई है, देन वी से दैट माइलस्टोन अचीव हुआ है. सो बेसिकली पियाजेट ने वही किया. उन्होंने जो डेवलपमेंट का फेज था चाइल्डहुड का, उन्होंने उस फेज को 4 पार्ट में डिवाइड करा. और उन्होंने बोला कि दिस आर द फेज, इस फेज में ये चीजें होती है. So today we are going to see the details of every particular 4 phases. Okay, I know आज ना मैं थोड़ा बहुत grooming नहीं हुआ है, because I was like मेरे लिए ये चीजें बहुत ज्यादा फिर टाइम कंज्यूमिंग हो जाती है. एंड फॉर मी फर्स्ट थिंग वाज दैट अपलोडिंग द कंटेंट वाज माय फर्स्ट फोकस, सो ग्रूमिंग वाज नॉट द फर्स्ट फोकस. सो आई जस्ट थॉट कि नेचुरल ब्यूटी इज ओके. सो इट्स ओके. सारा ग्रूमिंग नहीं हो पाया, बट या the notes are ready, and I was like, first let me upload the main part of the Piaget's developmental theory, the explanation, and then with that I'll upload my notes on the Instagram. So uh, you know, Piaget used to believe that he believes that children pass through a series of 4 universal stages in a fixed order from birth to adolescence. So उन्होंने ना, मतलब जीरो जीरो ईयर्स से लेके 18 ईयर्स तक का पूरा उन्होंने बाइफिकेशंस करके रखे हैं. तो वो बोल रहे हैं कि एक बच्चा वो चार चार स्टेजेस से पास होता ही है यूनिवर्सली, इरिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ विच कंट्री एंड एवरीथिंग, बट वो पास होता ही है. जबकि उन्होंने वो 4 स्टेजेस का नाम क्या बताया है. इफ यू वुड हैव गॉन थ्रू दिस इन योर यूजी तो आपको पता होगा, बट इफ you haven't, let's just recap it. The 4 stages are sensory motor stage, the second is pre-operational stage, the third is concrete operational stage, and the fourth is formal operational stage. So it's very important to keep the stages, 4 stages in mind. It's a very important question from psychological point of view for any exam. Piaget's developmental stages is one of the most important marked questions. आप यूजीसी के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखोगे तो इसके अंदर क्या आते हैं कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, दैट्स मोर इम्पोर्टेंट, विच वी आर गोइंग टू गो फॉर फर्दर. सो आप अगर नॉर्मल कोई एग्जाम के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, आप एग्जाम अपनी एग्जाम्स के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखोगे, कॉलेज एग्जाम्स और सम काइंड ऑफ एंट्रेंस एग्जाम्स वेयर यू आर टेकिंग इन फॉर साइकोलॉजी, definitely Piaget ka question is very important, because it's one of the famous and one of the most important stages of developmental. So once again, sensory motor, pre-operational, concrete operational, and formal operational, these are the 4 stages of developmental stages of Piaget. अभी जब इसकी बात करें, तब let's come to the first stage, that's the sensory motor stage. Now in this first stage of sensory motor stage, as per the discovering the lifespan by Feldman books, there are most 6 sub stages inside the sensory motor stage. But अगर आप generally दूसरी books में देखो तो all the sub stages are just mixed up and given a paragraph. मैंने 6 sub stages को different किया हुआ है. So आपको वो notes में दिख जाएगा. So in the first substage, it's just simple reflexes. Okay, simple reflexes is the first month of life, like sucking reflex की जो कुछ भी हाथ में आया, the child knows that it has to touch it to the lips and it has to start sucking. The thumb sucking is the most common reflex, and the simple reflex is the first month of the child, first from 0 to 1 month. The second is substage 2, which is the first habit and the primary circular reactions, which is first to 4 months, tries to integrate 2 actions at the same time. Okay, so the thing is, in the first to 4 months, ये जो primary circular reaction है, तो बच्चा 2 चीजें साथ में करने की कोशिश करता है, जैसे कि the child has breastfeeding का tendency, so maybe the child will be taking the milk in and even will be playing with something in its hands, or maybe sucking its thumb and also playing with something in its hands. तो दो चीजें integrate करना एक साथ, that is the second stage, which is the first to 4 months. The substage 3 is secondary circular reaction, which is 4 to 8 months, which is the focus of the child diverts from self to the surrounding. मतलब 4 महीने तक child is like all about himself, but abhi 4 to 8 months mein the child's so what the child's concentration is diverted from himself to the surrounding ki surrounding mein kaun hai, who is the closest member, who is the caregiver, who is my mother, and everything, the sense, the smell, and everything is to the surrounding after the 4 months. Substage 4, coordination and secondary circular reactions, which is 8 to 12 months. So in this stage of 8 to 12 months, which is 8 to 1 year, देयर इज ऑब्जेक्ट परमानेंस ड्यूरिंग द स्टेज. अभी ऑब्जेक्ट परमानेंस आपने सुना होगा, जिन्होंने नहीं सुना उनके लिए, कि मतलब ऑब्जेक्ट परमानेंस इज अ स्टेज वेयर आप बच्चे को कुछ दिखाओ, बच्चा उसके साथ खेल रहा है, नाउ यू वांट टू डिस्ट्रैक्ट द चाइल्ड, सो यू से दैट ओ आई हैव थ्रोन इट, या फिर कौवा लेके गया and the child believes that. So if something is existing in front of the child believes that it is existing. But if you have just disappeared it, if you have just hidden it somewhere, the thing doesn't exist for the child over there. इन 8 to 1 years वो जो एक टेंडेंसी होती कि नहीं मम्मा ने कहीं और रखा होगा, वो चीज नहीं होती, विच इज कॉल्ड ऑब्जेक्ट परमानेंस. कि if it is existing in front of me, it is there. If it is not existing in front of me, it is not there. It is just gone away. So this is there into 8 to 12 months के period में. Whereas the substage 5, which is the tertiary circular, 12 to 18 months, deliberate variations of actions other than repeating it, the enjoyable activities, they do it to see the consequences. मतलब ना एक पहले क्या होता है कि एक ही चीज वो बार बार करते हैं, but now what is the thing is they will try to do various actions, they will try to do various activities to see what are the consequences. And कभी कभी जैसे कि हम एक ही चीज उनके साथ करेंगे, वो हंस रहे हैं, तो वो enjoyable activity को हम रिपीट कर रहे हैं, जैसे कि हम ऐसे कर रहे हैं and the child is laughing. You do it repetitively and the child will start laughing on it because the child is enjoying. So ये चीज जो repetitive actions की होती है वो ये स्टेज में दिखती है. Whereas even the child will do various things to see the consequence कि ये करने से क्या होगा. So that is in the 12 to 18 month cycle. Whereas in the substage 6, beginning of thoughts, which is 18 months to 2 years. So this is the last substage, and now you can come to know that the sensory motor starts from 0 years to 2 years. This is sensory motor का last substage, which is beginning of thoughts. It's the capacity for mental representation of symbolic thoughts. कि मतलब बच्चे को पता है कि if I have a thought of dog, how should I represent the dog? So उसके पास एक symbols बन जाते कि नहीं, this is the symbol to represent this thought. जैसे कि if the mother will ask in a book, अभी तक तो parents are so forward that अभी मतलब बच्चा 1 साल का हुआ नहीं है and they are like 1 2 3 4 वो सिखाना चालू कर रहे हैं what is eyes, what is that. So ये सारी चीजें ना बहुत ज्यादा जल्दी हो रही है उनमें बच्चों में. So beginning of thoughts generally happens at the age of 18 months to 2 years. So basically जैसे कि एक बुक दिखा दिया, so पूछा कि what is a dog, the child will point on a dog with a picture of dog because उनके mind में एक symbolic thought of dog has already formed now. So this happens in the 18 months to 2 years. He says at this stage the children can understand where would be the objects they can't see. Exactly. So 8 to 18 months to 2 years के पेस में जो substage 4 में object permanence था, जो 8 to 12 months में था, वो 18 months to 2 years में चला जाता है. Now if you're going to say that कौवा लेकर गया नहीं और पीछे हाथ डाल दोगे, the child is going to go back and see where is the object. वो नहीं बोलेगा कि no, it's not existing. It is existing. The child knows very well now. So you cannot do the object permanence when the child is 2 years old. Okay. So this is all about sensory motor stage, and you're going to get all this in my notes. So don't worry that you're missing on something. But if you're making notes when I'm saying about it, pausing, and I know I'm too fast because I think that the time span on Instagram and YouTube is too less. So I'm just brushing up the content faster. You can pause me somewhere and you can just write down the notes if you want to, or you're going to get the notes on my Instagram page or follow my psychology. Second is the pre-operational stage, which is for 2 years to 7 years. पहला वाला sensory motor था, which was from 0 years to 2 years. This is from 2 years to 7 years. So in this, the stage begins around the age of 2 as the child engages and starts to talk up to 7. In this, at the 2 years, the child begins to start to talk. Okay, कि मतलब वो babbling start करेगा, like just something kind of blabbling करेगा, and some kind of half words like symbolic thoughts were represented by जैसे mama. He wants to call his mother. He had that thought, but he doesn't know how to express. He just be like mama. So ये blabbering start कर सकता है. And symbolic plays and learns to manipulate symbols, कि उसे पता है कि ये चीज करने के लिए मुझे ऐसे करना पड़ेगा to express this thought of mine. See, the child will come to know if I want a chocolate I have to start crying. So manipulating भी उसे समझ में आने लगेगा at this stage. Language development is one of the hallmarks. So pre-operational stage में language is the one of the most important thing which takes part. So language बोलना start होता है in pre-operational stage. Increasingly adopt and using symbols, like using an object to represent a thought. Exactly, I told you कि जो second year में start होता है कि वो एक object को use करेंगे to represent a thought. जैसे कि अगर उन्हें खाना चाहिए, so they'll come near the people who are eating and they'll grab something because they want food or something. And if they want to, like if you ask what is ice, so they know, yeah, the ice, so now they'll show ice. तो वो उनके मन में अभी थॉट का रिप्रेजेंटेशन हो गया है विद अ सिंबल कि दिस इज आइस, आई हैव टू शो दैट आइस. Role plays get important in this stage. Play roles like mommy, daddy, doctor. Exactly. At this stage ना 2 to 7 years में आप देखोगे हम भी आप मतलब हम भी is the stage. Just a minute. My phone is. हम भी खेलते थे कि we used to play like we used to go out and see doctors how are they giving injections and everything. तो हम भी घर पे आके वही खेलते थे. I'll be the doctor, you will be the patient, and there are imaginary patients also. So at this age you are having kind of imaginary friends and everything is normal, because चीजें होती है जैसे कि इमेजिनरी डॉक्टर होते हैं, इमेजिनरी पेशेंट्स होते हैं, बच्चे स्टोरीज बनाते हैं. सो आई जस्ट हैविंग इमेजिनरी patients and then parents don't get stressed. It's a very crucial part that they are making up stories because their thoughts are just getting uh born right now in their mind. They are getting created right now, so they are making up stories. So role play is one of the very important part in 2 to 7 years. Ecocentrism is children can understand what they think, they're not able to understand someone else's perspective. Exactly. So ecocentrism में क्या होता है कि जैसे आई कम टू नो दैट मुझे पता है कि मुझे क्या फील हो रहा है, बट अगर मेरे ये बोलने से आपको क्या फील होगा आई रियली डोंट नो. So there is no kind of empathizing, there's no kind of sympathizing, कुछ नहीं होता. So if I'm a auntie and I'm giving a child a gift, and the child doesn't like the gift, this child will be like, oh, I didn't like the gift, take it away. The child won't think that what will the auntie feel, what will I feel if I'm told like this, I don't like the gift. The child won't think about it. The child will be like, I didn't like it, I'm not going to take it, just take it away. This is what egocentrism is about. That they understand what they feel, but they won't understand what others feel. And last is understanding conservation. So conservation नहीं समझ में आता उनको, जैसे कि I don't have an example right now. I have a bottle. Yeah. So in this bottle, the water is filled up till here. Okay. ये bottle में पानी इधर तक filled है. Okay. यही पानी अगर मैं छोटे से ग्लास में भरूंगी and it's filled to the brim because this bottle is big और इसमें इधर तक filled है, but यही पानी अगर मैं छोटे से ग्लास में भरूंगी और वो filled तक brim है, and if I'll ask in which the water is more, the child will say in this. The child will only believe in what is seen and won't understand कि ये bottle big है इसलिए इसमें small है, या फिर ये glass small है इसलिए इसमें full हो रहा है. The child won't understand conservation. So in pre-operational stage, the understanding conservation is absent. Okay, so this is all about pre-operational stage. When you're going up to the third concrete operational stage, which is 7 to 11 years, so in this, the child starts thinking logically about concrete events. Like जैसे कि कुछ event हुआ उनके साथ, that they'll start giving logical thoughts to it. अभी तक logical thinking नहीं आ रहा. That they were just thoughts. They were doing role play. They were imagining things. They were just not being rational enough. But at this stage, the rationality, the logical things come into place. They start understanding the concept of conservation. So 7 to 11 years में ये जो concept था conservation का कि this much water is अगर मैं ये तेरे से ग्लास में फुल ब्रिम भरूंगी, तो ये जो कंसेप्ट है कि नहीं, दो इट इज फुल, इट इज नॉट मोर, इट्स जस्ट स्मॉल इन साइज, सो इट इज फुल, एंड दिस इज बिगर इन साइज, दैट्स व्हाई इट्स फुल. ये कंसेप्ट उनको समझ में आने लगेगा. द वाटर इज इक्वल, इट्स जस्ट द डिफरेंस इन द साइजेस. Inductive logic and reasoning form. So now there is a thing that they have reasons for everything happening. So अगर उन्होंने कुछ करा, and if the parents ask कि क्यों किया, they won't give some vague answers. They'll be giving that इन्होंने मुझे ऐसे कहा, so I did this. Or if the thing is if they have a misunderstanding, like addition कर रहे, subtraction कर रहे, and उन्होंने mistake कर दिया, पूछा कि क्यों mistake करी, so they'll say them the difference in methods or something, कि वो confuse हो गए दो methods के बीच में, और इसलिए उन्होंने mistake करी. They become less egocentric. Yes, उनके अंदर egocentrism कम हो जाती है. They have started understanding what others will feel, so they won't, ऐसा नहीं है कि एकदम से चली जाएगी, but अगर आपने gift दी उनको और उनको पसंद नहीं आई, they'll be like, they'll stay away from you, but they won't tell you on face कि यार she, no, I don't like this gift, take it away, जो वो 2 to 7 years में करते. They understand their thoughts are unique and not everyone shares the same thoughts. So वो पता चल जाता है उनको कि they understand that their thoughts are their thoughts and they're going to be unique, and सब लोग उनको नहीं समझेंगे. They are not going to be having the same thoughts of everyone. Now the last is the formal operational stage, which is 12 and above. In this the child starts thinking abstract and have reasons hypothetically. अभी जैसे कि आप जब देखोगे आपके जो क्लासेस होंगे उसमें ज्योमेट्री एंड अलजेब्रा थिंग्स कम लेटर स्टेजेस में, उसके पहले सिर्फ मैथ्स होता है, बिकॉज हाइपोथेटिकल रीजनिंग हमारे अंदर 12 इयर्स के पहले नहीं होता है. जैसे कि इन ज्योमेट्री समटाइम्स यू हैव टू इमेजिन अ लाइन क्रॉस, लाइक एक्सटेंडिंग अ लाइन हियर एंड देन यू हैव टू ड्रॉ इन अ लाइन विद दैट. ये चीजें हमारे में पहले नहीं होती है. तो 12 इयर्स के बाद जब ज्योमेट्री के सब्जेक्ट्स आते हैं, जब लॉजिकल और एब्स्ट्रैक्ट सब्जेक्ट्स आते हैं, to solve the sum you'll have to extend a line parallel to another line, तब जाके you'll understand कि वो I have to extend a line hypothetically. You can't mark a line, but you have to hypothetically think. Even जैसे कि hypothetical situations उनके mind में तब आती है जब आपको कुछ explain करना होता है hypothetically. They won't get it. They, if you are going to even say that आप समझो ऐसे कि अगर हुआ तो, they're going to think that it is real. But after 12 years, all of the movies and everything, they'll come to know that this all is hypothetical, ये चीजें ना बस films में हो रही है, this is not real. But before 12 years things are going to be much more real, और इसलिए बोलते हैं कि बच्चों को adult films या फिर adult की चीजें जैसे action या फिर intimacy, ये चीजें इस फॉर्मेट में नहीं दिखानी चाहिए, because for them it's not fiction or it's not unreal, it's all real. तो एक समझ नहीं होती, but ये समझ 12 साल के बाद आ जाती है. Start thinking about philosophical, moral, social, ethnic background, which needs abstract and theoretical reasoning. उनमें concepts भी आ जाता है about abstract reasoning, that what is right, what is wrong, which is after 12 years. They think about philosophical things, moral things, कि morality के बारे में सोचने लगते हैं कि what my parents will think, or what is right for me, is this going to take me good in future or something like that. दे नो सोशल एथिक बैकग्राउंड, की उन्हें पता है कि हमारे बैकग्राउंड में ये चीज नहीं होती. व्हाट इज माय ट्रेडिशन, व्हाट माय ट्रेडिशनल थिंग्स प्रोवाइड्स मी, व्हाट आर माय रिलीजन rules and everything. I'm so sorry for the background noise, it just started right now. It's just going to end, the video is going to end, so I think you just adjust for some few minutes. They use deductive logic, like from general principle, from specific information. Yeah, so the thing is, इसमें क्या होता है कि they have started using deductive logic. जैसे कि एक जनरल प्रिंसिपल होता है ग्रेविटी का, तो अभी बेसिकली मैंने सुन लिया कि ग्रेविटी क्या है, अंडरस्टूड द लॉजिक ऑफ ग्रेविटी, कि कुछ भी ऊपर से नीचे, एनीथिंग व्हिच विल बी इन स्काई विल, लाइक इफ यू थ्रो समथिंग फ्रॉम अ हाइट इट विल फॉल डाउन. So now thinking of that logic into specific information. So if it's a book, not a book, if it's a pen, why it's falling down? It is because of gravity. So the logic which they learned earlier, they are going to relate it with the specific information at home when they are learning it. They are going to relate concepts. They are going to associate two concepts at a time to learn better. So अभी पेंसिल गिर रही है, क्यों गिर रही है? बिकॉज उन्होंने पढ़ा था कि लॉजिक में, लॉजिकली कि ग्रेविटी में कोई भी चीज हाथ से नीचे ही गिरेगी, डोंट गो अप. That's what is deductive logic. From a general concept, they will start understanding specific informations. उनमें डाइवर्जेंट थिंकिंग बढ़ जाएगी, जैसे कि उनमें ऐसा हो जाएगी कि एक सिंगल प्रॉब्लम्स के लिए मल्टीपल सोल्यूशन ढूंढना वो चालू कर देंगे, कि जैसे कि एक सिंगल प्रॉब्लम है बट दे विल हैव मल्टीपल सोल्यूशंस shooting a single problem. So this is one of the कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ फॉर्मर ऑपरेशनल स्टेज. सो मैंने आपको चारों पियाजेट के डेवलपमेंटल स्टेजेस कवर किए हैं, विच इज सेंसरी मोटर, जिसके अंदर 6 सब स्टेजेस है. देन इट इज प्री ऑपरेशनल स्टेज विच इज 2 to 7 years, जिसके अंदर बहुत सारी इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें हैं, जैसे कि लैंग्वेज इज हॉलमार्क ओवर देयर, egocentricism is there, they cannot understand conservation is there. Third stage is concrete operational stage, which is 7 to 11 years, where they start thinking logically, they even start understanding conservation. And the last is formal operational stage, which is 12 to above, जहाँ पे उनके एब्स्ट्रैक्ट हाइपोथेटिकल थिंकिंग स्टार्ट होती है, जहाँ पे उनके रिलीजियस एथिकल बाउंड्रीज, देन morality and every such thoughts start coming. They have deductive logic over here, they have divergent thinking start taking place over here. So these are all the characteristics in all the 4 stages given by Piaget. And you know what, it's one of my favorite thing, because it favorite theories and developmental stages, because it is very much grounded, very much specific, and it really helps you to see if the milestone is achieved at the right time or it is delayed. So it's one of my favorite developmental stages theories in by Piaget. So right now, let's end with the video. And if you have any doubts, any questions, you can put it in the comments. And now we are going to carry on with the Vygotsky's developmental theory, and it's going to be there by tomorrow. So please wait for this. Stay tuned. And if you like my video, subscribe to my channel. Follow my psychology. Now for the notes, which are my handmade notes, you have to go on my page of Instagram. I'm gonna attach the link below. So check those notes out and let me know how you feel about it. Thank you so much. Take care. And if you are going through something serious mentally, don't be silent about it. Speak out with it with your friends or someone or a professional, or you can just DM me. I can help you as much as I could. But don't suffer in silence, because you don't deserve it. You deserve to be getting help, and you deserve to come back more stronger and with more power. Okay. Thank you so much, guys.